everybody. Nice to meet you. So you are Rosario and you are David. Hi, nice to meet you. I am Dr. Moro and I am your fertility doctor. So I understand that you guys are here because you're having trouble conceiving a child. So can you tell me a little bit about that? What's your concerns?
Yeah, we've been trying for about the last 5 years and it's been frustrating.
First, I want to ask you, Rosie, tell me about your menstrual cycle. How does it vary?
Let's see, so within the last year, I would say I probably had maybe like 6 periods.
Okay.
And they last, I would say maybe 3, 4, at the most 5 days.
Okay. So it seems like you're having infrequent periods. Why this is so important is because, so I'm going to show you guys a graph here. So right here we have variation in the menstrual cycle length. So right here we see the 25-day, the 28-day, and the 35-day cycle. And so here we have menses, which is where you are bleeding, and then the follicular phase, and then the luteal phase, which is 14 days, and then menses again. And then right here we all have this common point of ovulation. So the reason why these cycles differ is because the follicular phase is really what's changing the amount of days that you are going through your menstrual cycle. So with the 25-day, we see 6 days, 28-day cycle, we see 9 days, and then the 35-day cycle, we see 16 days. So that is where the variation occurs, which is what will determine basically how long your menstrual cycle will be. So implantation is when your embryo adheres to your uterus.
Okay.
So a short luteal phase may not leave enough time for proper implantation. So that could also be a factor, but we don't know that. So I'm just gonna again repeat the factors to you.
Okay.
So your peak fertility, it occurs right before ovulation. I know people will say, like, isn't ovulation the time you should be having sex? Not all the time. So right before ovulation is really the best time because your body is already ready. And so when your body is ready, the sperm will already be there. So sperm can live in the uterus for 5 days. So 5 days, within those 5 days, if you're not ovulating, then nothing happens. So it's important really to get the timing right. So after you ovulate, the egg lives for 12 to 24 hours after ovulation. So that's a very short window compared to the 5 days that the sperm lives. So that's why it's important really to get the timing because it's a small window. 12 to 24 hours compared to, if you're on the higher end of like a 35-day cycle. And so basically what I really want you guys to take away from this is, no matter how many
We want a baby to take away
Well,
from
I
this.
have a question, doctor, if I may ask.
Yes.
My husband, he is an older man.
Yes.
He won't admit to it. But if the sperm had to swim that far to get to the eggs, I mean, nothing against, I know you try your hardest, but I'm thinking his sperm is just not strong enough. It just won't make it up
I
there.
tried Viagra one time.
They
They had to take me to the hospital.
it's,
The erection wouldn't go down. I did try.
so,
That was painful.
I mean, could that be a possibility?
Something you'll never have to
Yes,
experience.
often,
a woman.
Women get the bad rep for, being infertile, but I mean, male and female infertility are factors that, so I recommend.
I just think his sperm they're just not good swimmers. I mean, it comes out and they just die instantly.
Well, that could be another factor that you two might want to look into.
Okay.
For today, what I want you guys to take away is that, timing, first of all, figuring out your menstrual cycle. And then when you have that figured out, timing the time that you guys have sex will also be really important.